Hey, I'm Jake. This is Daily Stock Market, your quick daily catch-up on everything moving in the market. Intel's new chip news sent their stock soaring, and the SpaceX IPO. Rumors are stirring things up. Let's get through this quick so you're caught up. All right, here's the deal. Oil prices took a hit today. We're talking about a slide because of a potential ceasefire proposal between the U.S. and Iran. Trump was all about the truce, but Iran's not biting. This bearish mood hit the oil giants like ExxonMobil and Chevron hard. Stocks are reflecting that, no surprise. Now, what's interesting is the buzz around SpaceX. There's talk of them filing for an IPO soon, aiming to raise $75 billion. That's a huge number, and it's got every space-related stock riding high. Investors seem pretty jazzed about the possibilities. And then there's Intel. They're having a moment with their new enterprise processor. Their stock's flying up 7.5% after the announcement. This move shows Intel's ready to meet production demands head on. Bullish vibes all around for them. So yeah, some wild shifts today. Let's dig into the tickers. So Terns Pharmaceuticals is making headlines today. They closed at $52.72, jumping up 5.43%. This biotech firm is catching eyes with some promising developments in their pipelines, and everyone's buzzing about it. If you're keeping an eye on the biotech space, Terns is a name to watch. So Financial Journey put out a video discussing Terns Pharmaceuticals along with other movers like SoFi and NIO. They really delved into the optimism surrounding peace talks that seem to be boosting market sentiment. The creator is bullish on Terns, eyeing it as a buying opportunity in this climate. The focus is on Terns' strategic play and how they're positioned to capitalize on current global conditions. Financial Journey is essentially saying if you're thinking about getting in, now might be the time. They're highlighting the potential for growth, especially if Terns manages to push through with its development goals. Nvidia's on a roll again, closing at $180.47, up 3% today. The tech giant's still riding high on its recent successful product launches and its foothold in AI and gaming. If tech's your game, Nvidia is always one to keep on the radar. Financial Education dropped some insights on Nvidia, talking about a $60,000 investment spread across stocks, with Nvidia being one of the stars. The creator is pumped about Nvidia's growth prospects, especially within the tech sector. Nvidia's role in gaming, AI, and data centers keeps it strong in their eyes. They're urging investors to consider Nvidia even now with all its potential for future gains. The bullish tone is clear. They're seeing Nvidia as a leader, not just now, but for the foreseeable future. Bottom line, if you're thinking tech, the creator's stance is pretty solid. Nvidia's a buy. Stealth Wealth Investing threw a curveball with a bearish take on Nvidia. They're highlighting the potential financial hurdles Nvidia might face, suggesting these issues could ripple across the market. Delving deep into sector-specific challenges, the creators suggesting a cautious approach. They see possible roadblocks ahead for Nvidia in staying competitive amidst rapid tech advances, so while they're not sounding the alarm, they're certainly waving a yellow flag. Stealth Wealth is basically saying, hey, don't just dive in without considering the risks involved. It's a reminder that in the stock market, nothing's a guaranteed bet, Nvidia included. All right, Stealth Wealth Investing flipped the script with a bullish view in another video. This time, they're loading up on Nvidia, seeing it as a golden opportunity in the current market. The insight is that Nvidia might actually be undervalued right now, which could mean it's poised for some serious growth. Stealth Wealth is basically saying if you think about long-term gains, Nvidia could be your ticket. They're putting their money where their mouth is, loading up on stocks they think are ready to pop. The key takeaway: Nvidia's got potential, and it's enough to make even the most skeptical investors perk up. Intel's having a field day, hitting $47.39, up 7.5%. Their new chip launch fired everyone up, showing Intel's ready to tackle big production demands. If you've been skeptical about Intel, today might just change your mind. They're making serious moves. Okay, let's talk about SoFi. It's my favorite stock these days, closing at $17.11, up nearly 2.5%. SoFi's been on my radar, and not just because of the hype. They're doing something different in fintech, and I'm all in. So here's what Stealth Wealth Investing had to say about SoFi. They're staying neutral, focusing on the risks SoFi might face from X money, whatever that means. The competition's heating up, and Stealth Wealth is sounding a note of caution. They're essentially telling us to keep an eye on the competition. Despite SoFi's innovative edge, it's always wise to watch out for what's around the corner. They're not going all bearish, but they're definitely advocating for a cautious stance. It's a reminder that in fintech, like any sector, change is constant and can shake things up. Stealth Wealth Investing takes a hard look at SoFi, diving into a short seller report that's causing a stir. They're pointing out this significant issue that might hit SoFi's stock and investor confidence hard. The creator's not holding back, exploring the impact this could have on market sentiment. It's a red flag, really, and Stealth Wealth is saying, hey, tread carefully with SoFi. There's more to this than meets the eye, and they're suggesting the need for caution. With all this swirling around, the takeaway is clear. Don't get caught off guard. Financial Journey's adding a bullish take on SoFi, focusing on peace talk optimism that's lifting market moods. They're highlighting SoFi as a buying opportunity given the current vibes. The excitement comes from SoFi's unique position in fintech, which they believe will help them thrive despite any market uncertainty. Financial Journey is essentially saying if you're looking for growth, SoFi could be it. They're seeing the potential for big gains as SoFi continues its innovative push. The bullish sentiment is clear. They're eyeing SoFi as a standout amid the noise. All right, that's your wrap for today. Like and subscribe to Daily Stock Market with Jake if you want this every day. Seriously, it helps a ton. I'm curious what you guys think about Intel's move today. See you tomorrow.